not alone. I don't wanna get in trouble. See where you stand. I don't wanna see you cry.
Good morning, friends. So today is February 6th. I just wanted to quickly update you on what I've been reading and how things are going. So far, my reading has been going really well this month. I'm really happy with what I've read. Currently, I am buddy reading A Soul to Keep with Izzy. We decided to do that before we do Scum, Villain, or Encyclopedia of Fairies because this is an Ancient Magus Bride inspired romance. So I am thriving and I am living my best life reading this book. I am catching all of the little tiny Ancient Magus Bride nods, and only someone who's a fan of the series would probably catch on to as much as I have. So I am currently living, loving, and thriving in that moment. I am also buddy reading The Husky and His White Cat Shizun with Lindsay over at Lindsay Tut. I have not done today's pages yet because it's morning. But we're a fair bit through. We're almost 300 pages through, so I've got that left. Well, really, like that left. And we do about 50 pages a day in that. And that's been going really well. I'm really enjoying it. So I've finished 2 books so far this month. Well, 3. But the first one is All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. This is one I've been working on for a while. It's a really good historical romance. I'm going to talk more about that in a video coming up soon, so I'm not going to say too much here. Same for this next book, which is The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. This is part of secret project stuff, but I enjoyed both of these books so much. They were both 5 stars for me, so I wanted you guys to know that I do recommend checking these out. They are absolutely fantastic. I have read up through volume 7 of One Piece, so I've read the next 3, so 5, 6, and 7. So that's been a lot of fun. I've really been enjoying my read through of that so far. And then I have 2 other volumes of manga that I've read. So, by the way, if you want all my detailed thoughts on One Piece, other than I'm enjoying myself, then you'll need to be a member because I do member exclusive vlogs where I break it down like chapter by chapter and talk about it. So anyhow, if you want more details, that's how you get those. But I read Yakuza Fiancé Volume 2 because I did a bad and accidentally, let myself buy some things I probably shouldn't have. This was one of them. The next one is also another. Anyways, I'm really enjoying the direction of Yakuza Fiancé. I honestly think that this is going to be a really interesting and unique series for me in what I'm reading. He's a masochist, like, to the nth degree, and there's some things and some behaviors that he has that really bother me, but I think over time, that's all gonna, like, play into everything. I would say if you like Something's Wrong with Us, you will like Yakuza Fiancé, because there's a similar kind of thing going on. So anyways, really enjoyed the second installment and very much looking forward to where this one's going to go. And then the other one that I read was Outbride Volume 3. Now, again, this is a series not everyone's going to enjoy. I wasn't sure when I started it, but this has just become my crap. Like, this is crack to me. I really am enjoying it. In this one, our main female lead does lose her virginity. There's been other types of sexual play up to this point, but no one has actually penetrated her with their penis. So that's when I say lose virginity. This is what I'm talking about. So I'm okay with how that goes down because it is ultimately her choice rather than someone forcing it on her, though things have been kind of manipulated. So again, this isn't going to be a series for everybody because there is definitely manipulation going on specifically by one particular person that just rubs me the wrong way. So if you watched my volume 2 update on this one, I'll try to leave it linked in the corner if I remember. You'll know who I'm talking about. But yes, I think I'm in for the long haul on this one at the 3rd volume because I've gotten to the point where I like all of the guys now, and I didn't think I was going to get there, so I'm going to leave it at that for now. And yes, I have thoughts, I have feelings, and we'll see how things go from here. So anyhow, that's my current update. Oh, there's one more book that I've read because I just finished it this morning, and that is Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree. Yes, I finally gave in and let myself have this cozy fantasy. It was perfect. I loved it. I'm honestly going to give it 5 stars because it was just a delight and I had a great time with it. Anyways, I do need to get going because it's snowing and I got to go to work. So I will talk to y'all later.
To recall what we meant, all the words you never said, all the questions in my head, 'cause you're trouble, yeah. Yeah, you're trouble. Yeah, you're trouble. 'Cause you're trouble. Yeah, you're trouble. Running. Everyone says that I should get going, start running. But how am I supposed to run when I'm falling? I don't wanna get in trouble. See where you stand. I don't wanna see you crumble. To recall what we meant, all the words you never said, all the questions in my head, 'cause you're trouble, yeah. Yeah, you're trouble. Yeah, you're trouble. 'Cause you're trouble. Yeah, you're trouble. Yeah, you're trouble, trouble, trouble. Yeah, you're trouble. 'Cause you're trouble, trouble, trouble. Yeah, you're trouble. I don't wanna get in trouble. To see where you stand, I don't wanna see you crumble. To recall what we meant, all the words you never said, all the questions in my head, 'cause you're trouble, yeah. Yeah, you're trouble.
Hello, friends. So we are in the car, and it is time to catch you up on some things. I am headed to a doctor's appointment. I'm not sure I've mentioned this in the vlog before, but I went and had a sleep study done because my sleep hasn't been great lately. I have my new glasses on, but I have my follow-up for that, so we'll get more details on what's going to be happening there. But I want to talk to you about my reading. I've been doing quite a bit of reading. I think I told you guys I've read up through volume 7 of One Piece. I'm hoping to get 8, 9, and 10 read later this afternoon. But I wanted to take a break from the One Piece and like the obligated reading and just do some fun reading today. One thing that I did finish today that I absolutely really appreciated and adored was a historical fiction called Peach Blossom Spring. This is a family saga. It's a Chinese family saga, and it is truly just a beautiful book. This is a sad and gut-wrenching book because it deals with what was going on in China during World War II and some things like that. So it's a really interesting read. It's a perspective on World War II that I really haven't done too much research on, so I found it very educational, while also just, it's weird to say I've been enjoying historical fiction lately, but you'll see more of that later. But this particular title was just beautifully written and I really enjoyed it. I did a blended physical and audio read because I had both. I had an ARC from Libro FM for that one, and I picked it up as my book of the month pick last year. I think it was like February or March last year. So I've been trying to work through some of those book of the month picks. Speaking of, I did start Maybe Someday as well. I'm not going to try to pronounce her last name, but the first name's Omni, just because I know I'm going to butcher it, and she deserves more respect than that, but it's right here for you to see, and this book is stunning so far. Like, I'm already obsessed with the writing, and I only read the first couple of chapters, but it is truly beautiful. This is a book full of grief. This is about a woman who found out, she found her husband's body after he had committed suicide. No one saw it coming. there were no notes. It just happened. And so this is all about her and her family. She is Nigerian in origin, rallying around her to help her through her grief. And in the first couple of chapters, I already started just marking passages because the writing is so stunning. And this book truly is just, it's probably going to take me a little bit to read just because it's such a heavy book. But it is truly beautiful. And I really look forward to continuing to see how this author continues to go along the path of fully grieving your spouse. And it talked about how things weren't very good in their relationship, but she also has no closure because of how he chose to end his life instead of them going to therapy or them just deciding to divorce. Like, she doesn't understand. And I hope we get more glimpses of that as this continues on. But the grief right now, right at the very beginning, is so raw and real. Like, I have to applaud the author. And this is her debut. Like, I'm definitely a fan of the writing, and I'm shocked that this is debut level writing. But yeah, I really am loving that and looking forward to continuing that one. My current audiobook, I technically have two. I have one on Libro that I want to get going, and then I have an Audible one going. So I'm currently listening to Slow Burn by Kristen Ashley on Audible. This is the sequel to The Hookup, following our hero's brother from The Hookup. And I'm really intrigued by the whole premise of this. So I'm in for the long haul so far and really enjoying it. So I'm really interested to see how this one's going to play out, because this is a single parent romance. And y'all know me in single parent romances. It's just a trope that works for me. The other thing, as you saw probably in the B-roll, is that I decided to catch up on Lovesick Ellie finally. So I read volumes 4 through 8. It was really good to sit down and just read a big chunk of it. I really enjoyed the story a lot that way. It flowed really nicely. And yeah, so I think honestly with Lovesick Ellie, I'm just gonna like save up the volumes, because I believe it ends at volume 12. So I think I'm just gonna save them up and then read the last 4 all in one go, so I can just fully immerse myself in the story and enjoy the ending that way. But I really enjoy our pervert heroine who is obsessed with her crush, who becomes her boyfriend, and things continue to escalate between the two of them. Through these volumes, there was a little bit of a potential other love interest thrown in there. I mean, he never really had a great chance, but he was there. And I really like his personality. And it looks like she has someone in mind for him, the mangaka does. So I hope he gets to experience that. But yeah, I'm just really, really happy that I spent some time reading that today. So I'm going to be really excited to just go home. And, well, I have one more haircut to stop and do on my way home. But to, you know, essentially go home and just dive in to some other manga. I'm really feeling the manga mood today. I might read another chapter or 2 in my physical read, just because I'm enjoying the writing so much. But I know that this is one that I have to do in small chunks because it is so heavy. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm really pleased and really happy. I'm still reading A Soul to Keep with Izzy. I'm absolutely loving and adoring this one as well. We're between 50 and 60% of the way through this one. We've finally gotten the description for Orpheus's penis, and it gives me life. I am all over this, and I am so excited that there are 2 more books in this world, because there's so much intrigue within the world that we're not really getting too much of, that I'm super excited about. Now that I'm parked, I'm going to pull you guys out. But yeah, I'm just obsessed with this book. And it is very hard to go at a slow pace. Oh, another thing. I've been reading a lot more than I thought I had now that I'm sitting here updating you guys. I did finish The Husky and His White Cat Shizun my buddy read with Lindsay, I got a couple days ahead because it was just really compelling and I kept going. But because this is a second volume, I can't really tell you too much other than I'm obsessed. I cannot wait for more. I know we have at least one more volume, maybe two left in the story, and I'm really excited to see where it's going to go. But yes, loving my light novel Danmei life right now. And I'm just really looking forward to what's to come for me in my reading, because I feel like I'm branching out and trying new things and finding some great success. Like, it's been a good time. So I'm now going to go into the doctor, figure out what's going on with my sleep so I can hopefully get that in check to help other parts of my health get in check. So now that the migraines from the glasses are taken care of, this is the next step. And then after that, we're going to work on my weight, just because for my body frame, I'm carrying too much. And I want to fix that for my health, not for looks or anything else. I'm perfectly fine with the way I look. It doesn't bother me. I've learned how to dress myself in this size. But for my health and for long term, and so that I live long enough to enjoy my life and enjoy my husband, I would like to figure that out. So with that said, I'm now going to go in and figure things out. And yes, we will catch up soon.
Yeah, you're trouble. Yeah, you're trouble. 'Cause you're trouble. Yeah, you're trouble. Yeah, you're trouble, trouble, trouble. Yeah, you're trouble. 'Cause you're trouble, trouble, trouble. Yeah, you're trouble.
Hello, friends. So this is the final clip for this particular vlog. I hope y'all have enjoyed it. So let's talk about the 3 things that I've finished since we last chatted. I did make sure my mic was on. Okay. So first up, I did finish another volume of manga, and that was Cherry Magic Volume 6. This was one that I bought on my splurge day, and this is adorable. I love this one so much. I know it's got a few more volumes still coming, but I really just enjoy it a whole stinking ton. So if you're not reading Cherry Magic, please do. It's a very sweet story, and it's an interesting look at romantic relationships and the struggles that people can have in relationships, especially when they can't read someone's mind. It's very, very interesting. Another thing I finished, I don't think I've told you guys yet, but I finished A Soul to Keep, but I bought a physical copy because I am obsessed. I will be rereading this relatively soon, I think, and annotating it because I am literally obsessed with this book. I am obsessed with Orpheus. I am obsessed with Rhea. I am obsessed with the whole thing. So this is basically Ancient Magus Bride and Demon Slayer mixed together in a monster romance, and it's the best thing ever. I love it so entirely too much. Izzy also really enjoyed it. We both are obsessed, and we're both going to keep going in the series. We want to get our couple of other buddy reads done first, but then we're going to jump back into this one, this Duskwalker series, and to see if the other books are just as good. But this first one is prime amazing, to the point where I ordered myself a physical copy to talk to y'all about it. So, yes, I will be rereading. I will annotate my physical copy, but yes, this is amazing. It's very rare that I buy a KU romance for myself. Sometimes I'll put them on wishlist so that people can send them to me that way, but I had to have this one. I just had to have this in my home, in my presence for me to touch, because I am that obsessed. The other thing that I ended up finishing was The Slow Burn by Kristen Ashley. This was a really fun way to wrap up the series. I believe it's just the duology, just the 2. And I really enjoyed it. I thought they were very good, very fun. different take on family related kinds of stories. This particular one was a single parent romance, and I really liked that because it talked about the struggles of being a single parent when the other party really doesn't want to be involved. And so it was a very, very interesting thing, and I really adored it. So yeah, that's it. The next vlog you guys will see will be the Manga Love Readathon vlog, and I have plans for that. So you'll see those coming up very, very soon. But I hope you enjoy this. So I will see you guys in the next one. If you're here just because you love me, leave me your favorite monster-ish emoji to go for a soul to keep. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
It's been raining for days now, been running like a child. Can't feel the cold, well I'm lost here with you, lost in these woods. Lost as I should.